Okay, so groundwater is found under the ground. As you know that some when it rains or precipitation, some part of the precipitation soaks or soaks under the ground and forms groundwater. This groundwater, by the way, found between rocks under the ground. Okay, it can found sometimes you can find it deep under the ground, or sometimes in some areas it is very close to the ground, to the surface. So as with also groundwater, by the way, is as groundwater is fresh water. It is, by the way, an important source of water in many countries. Here in Jordan, we have Al Disi aquifer, or حوض الديسي. الديسي, it is in the south of Jordan, and it provides Jordan with a huge amounts of water. So groundwater is an important source of fresh water in many countries around the world. So, as with surface water, groundwater is not evenly the same thing. It's not evenly distributed or not equally distributed across Earth. Where is Sahara? Sahara is Sahara here? طيب.
Yes, Ustad,
Okay.
honey.
The presence of groundwater depends on the type of rock layers in Earth crust. يعني it depends on the type of rocks. Not all rocks can hold, not all types of rock can hold groundwater. Groundwater forms when gravity causes water from precipitation and runoff to seep into the ground. Please highlight this. So groundwater forms when gravity, without gravity, water will not go, never go to the ground. Groundwater forms when gravity causes water from precipitation and runoff to seep into the ground and fill the empty spaces between these rocks. Okay, like this. This is, for example, uh, this is Earth's surface. Okay, water from precipitation and water that is runoff here, both of them or go to the ground, under the ground because of gravity. Under the ground, there are rocks, for example, okay, and it fill the spaces between these rocks. Here, for example, this is an aquifer under the ground. People obtain this groundwater by using pumps and other tools. People gain this groundwater. So groundwater found under the ground, it is formed when water from precipitation or runoff seeps into the ground, go to the under the ground and fill the spaces between rocks. Clear? طيب. So groundwater forms when gravity causes water from precipitation and runoff to seep or soak into the ground and fill the empty spaces between these rocks. Some rocks are more porous. What is the meaning of porous? Porous from the word pores. Okay, there is pores or holes in the rocks. Okay, small holes in these are called pores, like this. Okay, P-O-R-E-S. Okay, some rocks are more porous. Oh, okay. Uh, some rocks, not all rocks are the same. Some rocks are more porous or have more pores than others, okay? Or have more empty spaces in which water can collect. Yani if the rocks are more porous or they have empty spaces, so they can collect more water. Once water reaches a dense layer of bedrock that is not porous, if, for example, water reaches area of rocks that there is no pores or no empty space, what will happen? It will spread out horizontally, so it will not collect. The volume of porous rock that can contain groundwater is called aquifer. Okay, the aquifer. So the aquifer is made up of rocks that are porous. Many rocks, the volume of porous rock that can contain groundwater is called an aquifer. يعني aquifer, what is the meaning of aquifer? You can say that it is a tank of water, but this tank of water is under the ground. This tank of water is not made from plastics or metals. It is made from rocks. Okay, wells are drilled. People can drill this water, or wells are drilled into aquifers to access water. People get this water from the aquifer by drilling wells that can access the water. طيب. Deep groundwater reservoirs can take hundreds or thousands of years to accumulate. Yani these aquifers or reservoirs take a very long time to collect or accumulate, especially where in arid regions, in dry areas. Arid means dry. Why? Because in arid regions, there little rainfall and there is a high amount of evaporation. Okay, so aquifers or groundwater in arid areas or in dry regions uh, are very takes more time to collect or accumulate because there is little rainfall. Now, new studies of Earth's mantle reveal that there may be many oceans worth of water locked hundreds of kilometers below the surface in mineral formations. Okay, don't worry about this point. طيب. Okay, this is everything about the groundwater. This is the distribution of groundwater over Earth. As you see, it is not evenly distributed. For example, areas with pink color, major groundwater basins. Notice that some areas in white, local and shallow aquifers. These areas in white have small amounts of groundwater. In areas with green, complex hydrological structure. Right. So as you see, there is the groundwater is not evenly distributed all over the world. Human impacts. Now we are going to talk about human impacts on water resources. Of course, humans always affect not only water. Humans affect environment, and water is part of this environment. Humans, as you know, rely or depend on water not only to live. We need water not only for drinking. We need it to grow, not only for grow and live. Also, we need water for other uses like agriculture or farming and industry. By the way, water use people use water in industry, in many types of industry, and even clothes. Anything you imagine, anything is made need water. Water is needed to produce our food, manufacturing products. These are examples, and carry out many chemical reactions. The distribution of water resources is a result of past and current geological processes such as water cycle, plate tectonics, and the formation of rock. يعني why? The question, why is water, or why are water resources not evenly distributed all over the world? Because of many geological processes or natural processes such as water cycle, plate tectonics. These plates are under the ground, and the formation of rock. All of these play a big role in distribution of water. طيب. These processes take time, and in some areas, humans are depleting water resources. Depleting, like يعني when we say that something is depleted, means to run out or finish. People or humans in some areas depleting water resources faster than they can replenish it. Okay. By the way, يعني yes, water, we know that water is a renewable resource, but water, even it is renewable, it needs a special care, because if we use it more and more, we may have a problem or a shortage in water. طيب. The human impact on water distribution is already a cause of social and economic conflict in some areas. طيب. Let's talk about the human impact. First, using water. One of the important impacts or the major impact of humans on water is by using it. Using water. Humans use surface water, which often involves changing its natural path. Yani people first can change its natural path. How? When they build dams. When people build dams, they change the natural flow of water. For example, like this. Suppose that this is a river. Okay, imagine that this is a river and water is moving in this direction. When people build a dam, of course, they will may change its direction here to this direction, okay? And this process or this activity can cause many environmental problems when you change the direction of the natural flow of water. Okay, so the one of the impacts or one of the most important impacts of humans on water by changing its natural path, such as with dams. This affects the amount of water that continues to flow and also the ecology of the area. Of course, when you change the direction of water, it will affect first the amount of water and also you will affect the organisms that live there. Humans access groundwater. Another way or another impact of human uses of water that when humans access groundwater resources by digging wells in aquifers, okay, this is also this process has impacts how if more water is removed, if we pump or take more groundwater, if more water is removed from an aquifer, okay, or other groundwater source than is replenished, okay, through the water cycle, what will happen? Water shortages can occur. In general, humans take more water or more groundwater than that is replenished. Okay, if more water is removed or taken from an aquifer or from the underground water than is replenished, what will happen? It will a water shortage may happens. طيب, as with surface water, also pollution, it is one of the most important impacts on water, even ground or surface. Surface water or groundwater, both of them are subjected to pollution. Pollution can also go to underground water. يعني pollution is not only surface water is polluted, groundwater also can be polluted by human activities. Okay, so this will impact the quality of water. Okay, طيب. Uh, look at these problems or the water problems of water or impacts of humans on water. Look, one of the most important problems of water that it's scarce. It's not evenly distributed. Distributed. It is rare or scarcity. Little or no water scarcity here and near water scarcity. These areas, just this map shows areas around the world and how water is distributed. Okay, look here. Areas with the green are rich in water. Areas with the green color have a lot of water. Okay, طيب. Areas with a red color suffer from water. There is a shortage of water. Here, Jordan is here. Look, we have a problem with water. There is a water shortage in Jordan. This is Jordan. Okay, here is Jordan, and it is considered among the countries with water scarcity. There is a shortage in water. Areas with white or no color, no data available. Areas with yellow are very close to be or near water scarcity. They are not rich and also they are not poor in water. طيب. This figure shows the لا خلينا نحكي عن another problem of or the human impacts. Desalination. What is the meaning of desalination? طيب. What do you know about ocean water? What is it salty or fresh? Ocean water is what? Is saline or
It's
salty.
salty.
Yes, saline means salty. Ocean water is not fresh, it is salty or saline. This word desalination means removing in science, this prefix means to remove. Salination. So desalination means to remove salt, removing salt from water. When you remove salt from water, this water becomes fresh. طيب, let's read about desalination. So desalination in the future, humans, معقول أنا فشكت عن صفحات ولا ماشي كويس ماشي صح؟ Did I skip anything? طيب, in the future,
No.
humans may look to technology and the ocean to meet their water needs. Because there is a little amount or limited amount of fresh water on Earth, and this fresh water is not evenly distributed all over the world, so people now are looking for a solution. What is the solution? To use ocean water. But ocean water is salty or saline. How can we use it? By this process, desalination. Okay, so in the future, humans may look to technology and the ocean to meet their water needs. Okay, the process of desalination removes salt and minerals from salt water to make fresh water. This is the meaning of desalination. Desalination means to remove salt or other dissolved minerals from salt water to make it fresh water. Why we need it is maybe the desalination may be the solution for our problem. Desalination may solve our problem with freshwater shortage. Okay, today, desalination plants or factories. Plant mean here is عارفين مصنع يعني. Desalination plants around the world are costly and require a lot of energy. We need a lot of energy. Do you know why? Because if you want to remove salt, do you know how can we remove salt from salt water? How can we remove the salt? By what? Heating water. When you heat water, okay, if you have a mixture of water and salt, water plus salt. Salt water is a mixture. Salt water is a mixture of water and salt. How can we remove the salt from water? By heating water. When we heat water, what will happen to the water? Water will evaporate. Okay, water will evaporate, and then we can condense it. Okay, when water condenses, it change again to liquid water, and the salt is left behind. Again, desalination means you heat water. When you heat water, it will evaporate. When water evaporates, the salt left behind. Okay, then what will we do by water that evaporates? We condense it again and change it to liquid water. Now it is fresh. Now it is fresh. But this process, heating water, need what? You need energy. Okay, and energy is expensive. طيب again this technology or desalination, yes, it is good, it can provide us with fresh water, but it is expensive, costly, and require a lot of energy to distill water. And also we can distill water. Distillation is another process by which we can separate or remove salt from water. طيب. We may eventually use solar energy to convert ocean water into fresh water. طيب. Using solar energy also is not as easy as you think. طيب. Now other water resources. So we're talking about fresh surface water, groundwater, ocean water. Now there are other sources. What are other sources? Humans rely on the ocean to provide a number of other important resources besides water. Not only water is the resource that we can get from oceans, organisms that live in the ocean are also an important resource. Sea organisms, we use them for food and other products. Okay, look at figure. So the ocean provides us not only the water, it provide us with salt, minerals, and fuels, because many wells of petroleum can be obtained also from oceans. So oceans provide us with many resources: food, salt, minerals, and fuels. Look at figure 5. Where is figure 5? Here. This is an example of ocean resources. As you see, fish, people hunt or catch fish from the ocean. If too many of these fish are caught, then fewer will survive to produce new generations. Also, overfishing or overhunting or over catching of fish is not good. Yani we must also minimize or reduce our use of ocean resources. Okay, so living resources like fish are replenished through a natural cycle. Of course, as you know, fish are always reproduce. Once you catch a fish, or fish can is a renewable resource, but overfishing, if we hunt a lot or catch a lot of fish, can result in severe reductions or reduce or complete collapses of ocean ecosystems and the resources they provide. So this is also another impact or another problem. In addition, pollution and global climate change, all of these two things also, pollution of oceans or pollution of water and the global climate change, can have serious impacts on the living resources or living organisms that live in the oceans. This is
أستاذ
ايوه
كم ضل الحصة؟
خلصت خلص. طيب الان ان شاء الله خلص الفاينل اكزام. wait a minute قبل لا نطلع. wait a minute. The final exam material topic 5 and
أستاذ كم اشرح عادي فاضيين.
لا خلاص، احنا بس اذا هسه حاب بقيه الوقت اذا حابين تدردشوا ونحكي ونمزح او اي حدا عنده سؤال أو...
شوف الصور تبعتهم.
يلا يا ريت نفتح
اللي
الكاميرا.
فاتحين الكاميرا اطلع عليهم استاذ.
نعم
اطلع على اللي فاتحين الكاميرا.
thank you very much. Thank you ندى. Thank you all of you. Thank you very much. وانا كمان انا بحكي لكم شكرا كمان. ممكن تقربوها الصورة أكثر. Thank you also يعني for your patience. أكيد أنتم الطلاب كمان بتتعبوا كثير. Thank you منيا. Thank you سارة. Thank you دارشيني. Thank you ندى. يعني thank you all of you. يعني أنا really I'm happy for this. ألا توتا أشوف البسة. طيب.
Welcome teacher.
يعني I hope to see you in the class in the second semester.
إن شاء الله أستاذ.
والله إحنا
طيب.
كمان يعني
إن شاء الله. best wishes from me.
صراحة يعني أحكيكوا شغلة، اشتقت للبهادل.
لا انا بالعكس، انا ما ببهدلكم، بحبكم، انتم كثير مؤدبين وكثير على فكره انا يعني حتى لو مرات الواحد بيعصب او بس انا بعرف انه انتم مؤدبين كثير، والواحد اي انسان ممكن يغلط at any time. Thank you very much. See you ان شاء الله in the second semester. And
باي.
باي
see you on the final
Bye.
exam. يلا goodbye.
باي
باي.
Goodbye everyone.
أهلين
يعطيكم العافيه.
يعافيك السلام.
باي
Goodbye.